Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are gonna be doing something that I didn't think we were gonna be doing for a while. We will be unboxing my first ever PR. I am so excited. This is like my baby influencer moment. I never thought this would happen, but Madam Glam did reach out to me and they wanted to send me some stuff. At first I thought it was a scam, but I got it. I am really excited and I kind of know what's in here. I kind of don't. There is a surprise or two, they said. So let's open it up and get started. Okay, this is like my moment to open this up. I feel like there's two things in here, a big box and a small box. Do I have these scissors? There's so much like double-sided tape stuck to them from these nails. God, if you haven't seen that, go check that out. That was like stressful, but I do really like how they turned out. Ooh, okay. So they sent me a little lamp. I love that. So this is actually, I was surprised that this was the lamp because in the box it felt really thin. So that's really cool actually. And then I know they sent me gel polishes, but I literally don't remember what's in here. Oh, Madam Glam, everything you love at your fingertips. I have actually never used their stuff before. So this is like all first impressions. And I really want to be transparent about like, yes, this is PR, but like I still want to give like an honest and fair review of it because that's why we're here. I'm not here to like sugarcoat. So, wait, it looks like there's like a peely thing. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh, this little thing came off. Their bottles are so cute. Just push that back in there. Let me kind of pull these out and then we can talk about them. So initially, I had requested a white and a black because those are like, you know, I always hear about Madam Glam's whites and blacks and how awesome they are. The third color they wanted to give me, I let them, you know, surprise me with that. So I'm not entirely sure which one it is. I'll have to search. Right, so they did send me a base and a top coat, which we will totally be using today. And so I have the perfect black, the perfect white. This is Amor Azul, which they said was one of their like best-selling ones, which I love a good like, I don't know, is that pastel? This color is one of my favorites. All right, and these four are from their House of Color collection. So this is Live Colorfully, Eternal Bliss, Gemini's Heart, and You're Sublime. Very excited, very happy. The thing about these is, and I wanted to mention this, is they are vegan, cruelty-free, 21-free, which I didn't know what that was, so I actually had to Google it. And that just means it's free of like a lot of like bad chemicals that some polishes have, like formaldehyde, or some have like acetone. So that's really awesome. And then also palm oil free, which, okay. So they're supposed to be like really good for your nails, and I'm just like so happy. All right, so in addition to the gel polishes, Madam Glam did give me a discount code for 35% off your entire order, and I will say like 35% is more than most companies give, so definitely use it. It is Kaiju 35. I'll leave all the details down in the description, but definitely go check that out. Okay, I also totally forgot to open the lamp, so let's pull her out. Ooh, there's a little instruction booklet. So, a little manual, which is great. Looks like it's on off, 6 watts, suitable for UV gel, LED gel, builder gel, and poly gel. So here's the lamp. It has a little power button, which is nice. This is pretty standard. A lot of companies have these lamps. However, I love that this one has the holes so that you don't have to like open the stands. Like, for example, if you wanted to flash cure something, like I could just really hold it and position it how I wanted to. Some of these lamps don't have that. Why can't I get these open? It was just tight. Also, my nails are like, I just cut, my nails are all so short. Cute, cute. We should plug her in. I do love that it comes with a cord. I think they all do, but I feel like sometimes when you get like those mini appliances like this, and if they're like cheap, you're not gonna get a cord. The one thing one thing that I wish they came with was a block. I've never seen one come with a block, and that would just be like cool if I didn't have to fumble with it. So now I'm gonna dig around my billion cables. All right, so I just like plugged it into like my iPhone charger. And, oh wait, haha, look at that. I love it. Does it just turn off automatically? I think it does, but you can also, well, okay, cute. I like it. I mean, this is one of those things that like, if it works great. Let's move on. So I'm not gonna use this little lamp for my nails just because my nails are so long. This makes me nervous how tight that is. I am gonna use it for the swatches. We can just see how the lamp, you know, cures the gel itself. So we'll set her up. I'm gonna use the Makartt Pump Ups, and we're just gonna do a swatch for each one. I actually like don't use these for my personal nails. I think they're just a little too small for me. Even though these gel polishes are, you know, supposed to be kind of healthy and good for you, I still don't want to be touching gel. So we are putting our gloves on for now. Let's see what happens when I start wearing. Awesome. Now let's do some swatching. All right. So the first is ooh. All right, so here is the black. Yep, that is definitely a one coat black. All right, this is the white. All right, this one is a more azul. I love that. It is like a pastel blue. All right, now on to the House of Colors collection. All right, this is Live Colorfully. That's pretty. This is Gemini's Heart. Oh my gosh. This is Eternal Bliss. Oh, I love how vibrant these colors are. What the heck? And last but not least, You're Sublime. Right, so here is everything, and I love these colors. I think like this House of Colors collection is really pretty. I'm really obsessed with this orange, these two together. The little lamp did a great job. The only issue I ran into was a little bit of bubbling with the white. Honestly, that happens a lot with white and black gel polishes, and I was doing the swatch, so it was probably thicker than it should be. I think that's, you know, a thing for me, not a thing from the gel polishes. But with that, I kind of have to figure out what we're gonna be doing. So let me kind of organize everything and we can get started on our nails. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use these coffin tips today. I was going back and forth on using tips and forms, and I feel like I haven't used these in a minute. I just like sometimes feel like every time I use these, I always use way too much product and have to file a lot more than I need to. Whereas forms, I feel like it's pretty easy to gauge how much you're using. But I'm just gonna go ahead and size these out. I'm kind of running low on some of these. All right, so y'all know I like to put my tips on with gel, and we're probably not going to have a lot of chances to look at the base coat just because I always use my Jello base coat unless there's a product better than that. I don't think I will use another base coat, but I think for this, and then of course like when we do some gel art, because we have to do gel art today, why would we not? Then we will also use our base coat. It doesn't have any kind of crazy smells. The only one that smelled kind of wild was this. The Amor Azul. Kind of smelled like bubblegum, but like a medicine bubblegum. I don't know. I'm not really one for like smells in products. That's just a personal thing. Some people might. Okay, so I am doing my non-dominant hand, so I apologize if I'm just all over the place. Okay, why is this the straightest I've ever put on nails? Like, normally I usually have one that's like kind of crooked or wonky, but like, okay. So I do want to buff the shine off of these, just so that polygel will stick to them. And I think the design that I'm gonna be going for today is like, I've been seeing some bandana nails, which have been really cute. The one thing is they are so intricate and I'm a little stressed about it. All right, so we are gonna be using this polygel, Lily of the Valley, and it's just like a really cute nude. However, every time I open it, I think it's like a neon, but it's really just kind of like it's kind of translucent, I think. but it's a great nude, it's a great base color, and this is what we are gonna use. So I think with that, we can just get started. So when Madam Glam first reached out to me, they initially tried to send me the package. However, I was dumb and like there was a typo in my zip code. So, and I literally have the worst like post office ever. It should have been something that like could have been easily corrected. And they literally rerouted it to my post office, but then like for some reason my post office was like, no, we can't deliver that. Like, come on now. So this video really should have happened like a month ago, but they were super great through that whole thing. I was like, hey, like, not sure what happened. And they were just super helpful. So shout out to them for just like, is that customer service? Because I didn't pay for it, but they just have they have a really good team over there. So love that. All right, this is a really good start. The process is really gonna be the same for like the next 4 nails. So we can kind of speed through that. One thing, if you're new to polygel and you want to do like some longer nails, one thing I recommend is working from like the tip up, because anything that's on your nail is gonna like warm up from your body heat and get kind of melty. So you can see like I've left a space there, and that's gonna be like the last thing that I work on. And I'm really just smoothing everything out. So I highly recommend trying that if you're kind of new to polygel. It might make your life a little bit easier. All right, so we have everything on, and I think that is a really good start. I obviously do have to file and shape them, so let's get that done. One million hours of filing later, these are pretty. I love them. Okay, I do want to put a base coat on. Then we can start doing some painting. Honestly, I would wear this as a set by itself. That is like really nice. And that base coat is really easy to use. I didn't have any issues with it. Now that we have 5 fingers and we have 5 colors, let's put these on. Do I want any particular order? I mean, this order actually will probably work fine. I think we'll start with this. And kind of like you just saw with the base coat, I'm just gonna paint each one a different color. Wow, that is actually really pigmented. I didn't realize like how much like would go on when I was just doing like the little nails. But yeah, okay. Let's spread like paint. Just for like first impressions, like, cause I've never used like any of Madam Glam's products before, but like these are just super smooth. And like the coverage is awesome. The fact that in like one coat I can just cover this and be good. And you know, just to look at like technical stuff like self-leveling and like how thick it is, I think consistency is perfect. It does self-level. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. This is the one that smells. That's the one thing that gets me is like scented products. Like, let me know in the comments if y'all prefer like your gel products to be scented or if you don't want them. Because sometimes unscented gel products do smell kind of crazy. So I think it really just depends on what you like. But for me, I've never been into like scented stuff. Oh my god, let me just... And now I'm like putting it up to my face, trying to make sure I'm like getting it right. That's my one thing. I just hope it doesn't smell after I cure it. That's kind of the problem. Because if I have this on my hand all day, I'm like, man. Okay, it's honestly giving like Scooby-Doo. Like, is it not all that? What is, like, wait a minute, wait! Hold on. I need to Google this to like look at this right now. What? Almost the exact same colors. Like Velma, Shaggy, Fred's kind of wearing blue and so is Scooby. And then of course Daphne. That's actually hilarious. Now I kind of want to do a Scooby-Doo set. I think we're gonna stay with the theme that I have. That is hilarious. And now I know I can do that. As we're moving on, part of me, I just wouldn't even know what to like, even if I did a Scooby-Doo set, like, I don't know. I don't know how I would paint that. I don't know how I would draw that. But I do want to get my black and white out here. And this is gonna be the hardest part probably of all of this. Really awesome. The coverage for these is great. The only one I had a problem with was this one. She was a little streaky, and I'm gonna be fully honest, I think it's because of the fragrance. I have seen, like, in the past, fragrances have affected how well products work. I'm not a chemist, I'm not, like, you know, a scientist. You know, adding something to the formula is gonna make it different. As opposed to these that were all made for a collection, so they probably have very similar formulas. But I mean, it still works, it's still great, it's still pretty, but that was something that I noticed that, like, I had to really kind of play with it to get it how I wanted, whereas the other ones I just like swiped right on. I want a couple of tools. We'll kind of put this off towards the sides. I'm definitely gonna use some dotting tools. The thing about like this kind of stuff is the more detailed it is, like the better it looks, and I'm bad at detail. Some photos of bandanas, and we'll start from there. I'm gonna be honest, I've spent more time painting worse shapes. That's actually not that bad. Once you kind of get a hang of like the swirls, it's pretty easy. I'm gonna do a little base coat on that, just to protect everything. I know I'm probably gonna continue to mess up and get gel polish everywhere. Look at that. I love that. Honestly, I'm surprised the design is translated that well. I was kind of just doing some like random stuff, but so far, yeah. I think I want to do like the edge of the bandana here, like a corner of it. So, and if you haven't noticed, I did put gloves back on. I find that besides like the gel polish potentially, or just gel potentially getting on you, I also worry about like the alcohol, or I'm also working with acetone right now, and I don't want that on me. So I am finding, and I'm gonna try to talk while I do this, because we know how well that goes sometimes. But I am finding that the gel polish is really easy to paint with. Of course, if you ever want like a thicker gel polish, or if you want the gel polish to be thicker, you can always put acrylic into it, like a clear acrylic, and that will also make it really good for painting. But I haven't really had a lot of issues with this. I'm gonna pass out from holding my breath. All right, all we have left to do, I just want to say that looks amazing. Oh my God, I'm so happy with it so far. We just have to top coat them and we'll be done. So, and I'm really excited to see this top coat. because I haven't looked at it yet. It looks kind of thick. I love a good thick top coat. If it's anything like the base coat, then I will be excited because that base coat is really nice. All right, and this is the final look, and oh my God. First of all, the top coat rocks. Love it. These are so fun. I am honestly really happy with the fact that I was able to do like a bandana pattern, or at least attempt it, because I've never done one like that before, or a design like that, and I'm just really happy with how they turned out and that they look really pretty. Kind of my overall thoughts of the gel polish, I love them. They're great, highly recommend them. Super easy to paint with, super easy to do little designs with. Yeah, highly recommend. And also just like they're super pigmented, like you can see the pigment through the poly gel, which I think is awesome. Like you can see the orange and like the green here. So absolutely love them. Definitely go check those out. All right, well, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. And I also wanted to say thank you to Madam Glam for thinking of me during this. It's really nice to be a smaller influencer, but then still be like taken seriously by some of these companies. So thank you again for just thinking of me through this. If you're interested in these gel polishes, definitely go check those out. Again, I have a code, Kaiju35, because the one thing I'm gonna do is help you save money, because I, of all people, like know how much nail products can be sometimes, and it adds up. So definitely go check out their website, check out the House of Color collection. I think these are beautiful. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.